Hello folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to episode 18 of our Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. Today we play in the second round of the English Open after beating Adam Stefano in the first round. Of course, at the last 128 stage, the fields have been halved, that's the first round, and we are down to the last 64. And in our second round match, as Neil Robertson, we are playing against Daniel Wells, ranked at 56th place. If we win this match, we get an extra $3.5 grand to prize pot, and of course are awarded with a spot in the last 32. So let's get on with it, shall we? Let's see how we get. As a player we haven't played against yet in this career mode, no surprise really, as the only repeat meeting has been against Yan Bingtao. But an interesting match this will be. Of course, we've got on a bit of a run, I think it's fair to say. We have about 3 or 4 tournaments of going out at the second round of 16, round of 64, round of 32, of course, depending on how many players get to the final stages of a tournament where round 1 is. But the second round of this, of course, all 128 players qualify, so you could literally face anyone. And in this first second round draw, we have got Daniel Wells. Let's see how we get on. Of course, the English Open, one of the home nation events, one of the big events, the start of a real run of big events in the season, which culminates, of course, in April in the World Championship at the Crucible. But we're a long way away from that at the moment, unless we keep losing matches, and that's something I wouldn't really like to do. I'd love to get a win today, get through to the last 32, and getting deep into this one would show real good starts to the season. We haven't really started that well, but winning this match and getting to the late stage of the tournament, not necessarily just this match, but this match will just give us a good stepping stone. But winning a few matches here, getting off to a good start, and getting to the late stage, maybe in the last 16, last 8, would be a good stage to be at, particularly in a big tournament like this. Probably the biggest tournament in terms of a ranking event anyway so far. Probably the Shanghai Masters, biggest event in total, but of course that was only an invitational event. But we did leave that red on there, but for some reason he's missed it by quite a way, so we're going to play this red and see how we get on. Again, we don't need anything too hard, nice and soft, and hopefully we end up on the black. Well, we played the red brilliantly there, and we are straight on the black. Could be a good start here. Hopefully get into the pack, and see how we get on. Again, these shots all about a bit of luck. Not exactly as I'd hoped to have split the pack, but it'll have to do. So what are we on here? Not a lot really is the story. We've got this one into the middle, which is a tricky shot and laden with a lot of risk. We've got this into either the middle, but again, which is a very tight shot, but makeable. This into the top pocket over there, of course, as well. But I think I'm just going to play a soft shot on this into the middle. It's a very tricky one, but I reckon it's worth the risk. It looks to me, and it's there. What a pot. Good stuff.
9.
It's always worth taking the chance sometimes. Does leave a tricky pot on here, of course, because the main focus was safety. So we can play a bit of a shot to nothing here, really, in trying to pot the blue, but then being quite safe up the top of the table. And that blue's going to be a little bit off unless we get fortunate, and we don't. There is for this one red, of course, which is pretty much parallel to the cue ball now, which is on for Dan Wells, but shouldn't be much of a problem. Really hit that one thick and hard shot and didn't go in for him. Unfortunately, though, we can't get to that ball. So there isn't anything on here. Doesn't look like, anyway. Does that go into the middle? It'll be a very tight one. No, I don't think it quite goes. So, in light of that, we're just going to play... yeah, just play up to this red. So I think even that red would be too tight that we've just highlighted to get a pot on. So let's see how we get on.
He's not played that well. Tough shot.
Actually, he can get to that. I thought that was much tighter looking at that, but he can get to that, and that's a bit of a silly shot from us. So I just looked at that and thought, no, it's going to be too tight. But looking at it from that angle, of course, it wasn't too tight whatsoever, and it gives Dan a chance. A little bit of a scrappy start for us here, but a really good red there.
Nicely positioned for the black.
And he could take the first frame. You know, if he can break open the reds, he's sort of done it there. And there's a few options on here, so it might be Daniel Wells who wins the first frame here. Certainly looking good with 2 reds and 2 blacks. But he opts for a safety shot there, which is absolutely fair enough. But does he leave something on in that safety shot? Well, is that a mistake? Debate that between yourselves.
What a beauty.
Commentators seem to like that shot. Black and pink out of commission, certainly with his position. Pink out of commission just because of the position of the reds. But we're going to pot probably the yellow here. That'll be or the brown. Yeah. Pot the brown. And try and get down the table a little bit.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
Oh, well. Too hard on the brown. And where's the cue ball? Way too hard on the brown.
Neil Robertson.
Really not a good start here.
He's attempting to assist.
Didn't play badly in our first match. Now we've got a bit sloppy all of a sudden.
He's playing very well here.
He's going to take advantage of the brown that we missed earlier. I've seen a little bit. Of course, he's got a lot. They're not the easiest of pots. Of course, the idea being to give yourself the easiest pot possible. But this doesn't look too bad at all, and it's right in the heart of the pocket. Good position on the black as well, so fair play to him.
That for a positional shot. Perfect.
6.
He'll certainly take that.
He's played that very well.
He's going to have a bit of a struggle after this red, I would say. He'll get the colour, and it's all about the position he manufactures out of this colour. Going to guess he goes for the black. Be interested to see what position he gets, unless he screws back. Ooh, I'm not really sure what he's got. He can have that edge red into the middle.
Not easy.
Yeah. Oh, he just quite think he'd get there, but he does.
Good here. He's played that very
Fair, he's playing well.
22.
Making us a bit nervous. But on that occasion, I don't think he's got so lucky.
29.
It's going to have to be a safety. There's still 5 reds on the table. So, we're not out of the frame yet by any means. But it's going to have to be a safety from us here.
Shot.
Red's as thin as we could have possibly hit it. So, again, there's no pot on, so just all about first. Actually, still on the table. But he's played a bit more of an aggressive safety there. Whether that'll pay dividends for him or not is yet to be seen. Where's the cue ball going? It's going to just pull up, I think. Well, he got lucky there. That was going straight into the pocket.
Excellent safety shot.
Well, it could have been excellent. I mean, we could go for that long pot there. But I don't fancy it. Particularly from so close to the cushion. But goodness me, he got away with that. 1% hard and that would have gone into the pocket. Now, yeah, the bulk cushion. No problem with that. Got the snooker on that red that's a little bit further away, but of course not necessarily because we've got the 5 that are in the pack. So we only got ones there, the snooker on that one ball. Only way with that.
That's not ended well. Tough shot, but not what for.
Should pop this red quite easily. It's quite a straight one. Now what's this red going to do? Not going to be able to get past it.
1.
I think we've done that absolutely perfectly. You could say it's lucky. You can say whatever you want. But I think we did well there. Good stuff. Not brilliantly positioned, to be honest, now. Again, that's a little bit too tight for my liking. And if we thought that was tight, goodness me, this is tight. Well, will that go to the middle? It will, won't it? We could have found a way out here.
On perfect pace.
I think it is. I think it can get to the middle. Yeah, definitely. Just got to pray that we get a good connection with the ball. And it looks like it should be okay. Oh! Inches out. Just so close. That's gutting. Not really had the luck there, you have to say. It could have been nicely on the black, but it's him who gets the advantage. And, well, it looks like we're going to lose this first frame against Daniel Wells. Really puts us under pressure, this does, because I don't want to go out in the second round again. It really puts pressure on to go deep into a tournament. And this one would be a perfect one to go deep into. I mean, it's mad. That just shows how
16.
much we got a lack of confidence with the fact that fucking worrying about losing a game. Not even being 1-0 down because he just missed that red. And that would have secured the frame for him. So he won't be happy with that. But he really won't be happy with that. But that's a good red from us. Be nice to get back down the table and get on the black, wouldn't it? And that, I think, is exactly what we've done.
1.
Just got to be quite precise here. We want to get this on the top cushion and get decently on the red. Got to get the pot, though, first. How's it looking?
8.
Good pot. I mean, it was close. Could have been a
Can't see
disaster,
any
but...
here.
Sure
Oh,
how he missed
dear.
that. Strange.
Neil Robertson, 8.
It's always
Important
those
pot
shots that you think, yeah, you're fine. You just don't take enough time on.
here.
Now,
On his opponent in this frame.
pot in the colour will confirm miss that green.
Daniel Wells,
And there are
1.
35 left on the table. Of course, was 36 behind. So we need a snooker.
Oh, that's right out of the top drawer.
But we've got the red, we can get the black. Let's focus on potting a few, and then we can focus on perhaps getting a snooker. Good pot on the black. And I'm going to pot the yellow as well. I don't really like to work on snookers this early. I just think if we can get some of the balls
He's going
potted,
to the left corner pocket.
and then focus on a snooker. But it's there.
10.
Even try and play the double on the green, but I'm not, well, do I bother? I don't know.
He won't
Potentially we
want
could
to
get
hit
some
this.
sort of a snooker with the blue. It's worth a go, isn't it? Well, it was worth a go, wasn't it?
10.
He's going for it.
But he's missed the pot. Amazingly. But the cue ball's safe. And the object ball as well. So, just a very thin safety on this. Hit it that side just so we can... Got more chance of getting it down the table and maybe snookering him. But we're just playing on because we are so close behind. It wouldn't make much sense not to play on from here. Do we get lucky or not? No, it's not going to snooker him from there.
And it's very safe to me.
Makes it a tricky pot, though, for him, so we might as well play along. I mean, if he gets another pot or two, we get the frame. But I think he's the one trying to snooker us here. But he doesn't.
He's playing the safety here.
No point going for the pot, is there, really? That isn't too bad. That really isn't
The
too
result
bad.
is after. If he fails, the frame is on again.
Now, he needs to hit this green. Oh, he's just about hit it. Just. If we hadn't hit that, we could have had a chance. But he did hit it. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't
Really
it?
tough shot. And it hasn't worked out all that
Well, we've got to try and get lucky again.
Playing the safety shot here.
Again, not too bad. He can get through to that
Playing the
green.
safety and aiming to
But we might as well
control
keep playing
trying
this
to get
until he
the
gets a
position.
pot. Because he doesn't seem too enthusiastic about getting a pot. And every shot he plays, theoretically, there's more chance of making a mistake. Now, he might as well just put... no, let's hit this fin. Again, there's a danger that it will just... our shot will be a disaster. Might as well give this a go. No, we haven't got the snooker there, but ball's still safe. I hate to be boring you, but if there's any chance of us getting this frame ahead of Daniel Wells, we'll go for it. We got the one snooker, and he was so narrowly on hitting the green, it hurt. Right, let's get this ball potted, shall we?
Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that.
Three.
Now, what can we do with the brown?
Not a straightforward safety shot here.
Just play a safety on it. Thought we got the double, then I panicked. No snooker as such. Ball safe. Again, it's just every shot he plays, it increases the margin for error.
Neil Robertson,
And if he,
3.
don't know, pots the cue ball, then it gives us a chance to get back in. But with only 1 point being the difference, it seems such a silly one not to bother.
That's a poor shot, really.
If he underhits this, he could be in trouble.
Can't really do much here because we'd get the pot else, but I think he will now. Yeah, he will. Wasn't really much we could do with that brown there, so that was a bit unfortunate, but we tried. Well, he's missed it. Might as well try another safety.
He's attempting to get the white tight on the cushion.
No, it's behind the pink, but unfortunately the brown's come with it. That's a bit annoying.
He's taking it on.
Wasn't quite the plan. Is he going to go for a pot here? Looks half decent, but it's just hit the cushion. Oh, well, good pot. And we'll concede the frame from there. Don't want to watch him pot the last three. Again, we would usually... Not too bothered about offending the virtual. He's took the first frame, and that's not really what we wanted. Apparently the opponent's still thinking, probably thinking of how to punish us with that last frame. Where's the cue ball? We're just about okay. But we need to win this frame. We can't get 2-0 down. We really can't. But there's a pot on already from the break. But he's missed that. Again, don't think about that. Now, can we get to the pocket? We can, but we've got to play it on the right half of the pocket. We can't play it close to the pink, which makes things a little bit more risky. We don't want to overcompensate, really. But it's a pot we ought to go for.
One or two mistakes starting to creep into his game. He needs to regain his
well, it's not there, but it's safe. I knew it'd be safe, so that's okay. But it's one of them that's worth going for, unless he's going for a double. Well, fair play. It was a triple, actually, but... Or a treble, but fair play to him. Good shot, but he's missed the brown. So it made that treble not look so good. But now, there's a red out here, and we're just going to whack into the reds and see what happens. I thought we were going to pop the cue ball there. Not great positionally. Really not good positionally, but with those shots, you just have to take a chance. And on that occasion, it hasn't worked. So, hopefully a safety to the bulk cushion will work. But again, it's a risky one. But it's met its destination. Not particularly happy with the speed of that. And there's definitely a pot on here. So, we're on the back foot once again. And Daniel Wells got to make a mistake from here. But he's only potted one ball. So, it's not like it's the end of the day. But again, it's not the best position. I'd be in... Well, there's a brown there, luckily. But... Let's see what he plays. Might just play a safety here. Yeah, he has. Has it worked? It's certainly red, hasn't it? I'm very tempted to play the pot here. But if we miss it, it could be really bad for our match. So, I think we're going to play a safety of our own. Needs to hit 2 cushions, as it does. Again, leaves a pot on, but with these safeties, it's very tricky not to leave a pot on, particularly with the reds. So divided now and so split up, and there's 2 options here. Not the best to give him 2 options. Let's look if he pots it. Gotta hope he doesn't. It doesn't look good to me, and it certainly wasn't. Right, the last time there was a pot like this, we didn't take enough time on this. That should be fine. And it's there. And we are well positioned on the black. Have we got a second chance? That was a poor long pot. Really was from
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Daniel.
Good split. That's really opened the table up here.
And those reds have split really nicely.
8.
As I said, we could have a chance here. Would ideally like to take. That would be good, wouldn't it? But we might as well just try and get this in. I mean, if it hits the brown, it's not great, but I think we should get the pot quite fine. And it's there, good pot. The blue and the pink gets them out of the way and slows the cue ball down as well. So, dual benefit there. Now, the blue's probably better for positional, but I'm going to go for the pink here just for the faith that sometimes you've seen in my episodes that we don't go for positional shots whatsoever and we just end up on one. Is it going to hit the blue? Yeah, we've ended up on a red, so we're okay. Obviously, some shots will put a lot more consideration into. There's no point going for the black here because there's such a margin for error that I wouldn't really want to go for it. And we'd have to be quite lucky. So in line of that, we've got the red.
16.
And there's any other colour to choose from. It's not just the black that's on the table. This blue will go, so we might as well go for that. And then screw back.
Long pot.
Not massively, but enough. And that blue has gone.
Careless shot there.
21.
Why is it careless? Does this red not go? You know what, it might not. No, it does, surely. Yeah. Ooh, well. This makes it tricky. But we're going to have to play it to see. There's nothing really better we can take on here. And this will limit position, definitely, if we go for the pox. We have made a few considerations, and yeah, we've missed it. Well, maybe we should have listened to folds. Cue ball definitely not safe either. What was that about concentrating? What, you know, I don't listen to myself sometimes. Got lucky though there, he's missed the red. Again, I've said this several times before. If we were playing a better opponent, they'd punish us. But we've got the pot there. It's not just us that makes mistakes, of course. You know, other players can make mistakes. You wouldn't have made, but again, we've got in again. We've got another chance, so we've got to be appreciative of that, I think, is the word. That's a nice straight pot, and yeah, we should have position on a red. That's fine. Not really planning for that red up bulk. It was this red I was going for.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? Nicely done.
And it's there.
Excellent cueing.
And we could have two reds. That's unfortunate we've actually hit that one, because it has limited position quite a bit on a big colour, but the brown should still be accessible. Again, that's why you just leave those pots sometimes. You kind of think, well, you can come back to it later. Because if you're stuck, then those are the sort of pots that you can take.
Great cueing.
9.
Right, let's try and get back up now, shall we? Nice and soft. Easy does it. And let's see if this goes in.
Coming up.
Safety? I don't think this is much of a safety. Yeah, it's a pot.
Wonderful pot.
And we're on the black. I was panicking. I was thinking, oh god, are we nowhere near the pot? But no, we're okay. No point playing this with right-hand side because we can't get into those balls. So we might as well just try and hit it up the cushion and see if we can get position on one of those. Actually, yeah, we can hit it like that. So that should be okay. Again, not much power associated. But let's have a look how we get on. We might be lucky. Pot's there, and as I said earlier, we are lucky.
17.
This red we're closest to should go into the middle. And it does.
He's looking at the pot.
Well, we say it does. We don't know truly until we hit the ball, which is now. But that's absolutely fine. And back on the black we go. This should be our frame here.
18.
We are playing well here. Really, the red's down by the black. A little bit unachievable now. So it's going to have to be a long pot on one of these. Which is the plan. And again, a tricky one, but hopefully it's one we can get to. And this pot would be pretty big for the frame, I would say. And it's there. Good.
26.
Now we're on the pink, and we can probably manufacture a position on a red here. Again, it's a long pot, this is, so there's some element of risk to it, definitely.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
But sometimes you've just got to go for it. Because that looks pretty good to me.
Tremendous shot.
I can do with the cue ball coming off the cushion. It's not too bad. We can deal with that. Are we on the one at the bulk end? No, we're not. Again, we could have done with this being a little bit better, but we can take it. And I think we're just about okay.
I'm not sure how he missed
Oh!
Neil Robertson, 32.
Look at how close that is.
Very important.
Give the table a shake and it goes in. Look at, well, it was the red for the frame. It makes it heartbreaking. Luckily, it's a long way back for Daniel to come back now.
8.
But we saw in the last frame that he's got the credentials.
The pot along the cushion.
But equally that he can miss one or two.
9.
But he's staying on the black now, which is something we don't want. Will probably be this red on the bottom cushion. Unless he cues nicely for that. But, oh!
9.
Oh my goodness, that's heartbreaking. He had 2 bites of the cherry there with that black. He missed it first time off. And then went for it again. And then he missed it. Well, that's heartbreaking. We've just got to get this red. It's a nasty one.
Tremendous shot.
But it's there. And that's all we needed for the frame. Goodness me, that's heartbreaking for Daniel Wells. He just about missed the black. Oh, that is heartbreaking for him. But we'll pot it. I've got no problem taking that pot. But where's the cue ball going? We don't need this. We're just about okay.
8.
Again, this red won't go, so we might as well play a little safety on it, or just play up to the ball. And again, he couldn't try to pot this, but is there much point now?
Frame, Neil Robertson.
Again, there's only 35 remaining, and he is going to concede there, so we're back to normal. We're back, well, not back to normal. Back to level pegging, and hopefully in this third frame we can take it. But it's Daniel Wells to break. A good frame from us there. One or two little niggly mistakes. But it's amazing to see, really, but this game's only been out, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, so still learning. And, we're not going to be playing fancy snooker. But if we're winning every tournament, it'd be boring, wouldn't it? So, there wouldn't be much point. Now, he hasn't left this red on, but unfortunately, he hasn't left anything else on. So, this is going to have to be the one we play the D on. If that red wouldn't have come out, he would have got the snooker. That was planned from the start. I'm going to have to take this a little bit thicker, because I've just got a view that this might not end well if we played it very thin. But that's okay. Red's pretty much in their original shape, even though it looks a little bit deformed. But have we got the snooker? I don't quite think we have. We'd have been a little bit a few inches towards the brown. Would have had the snooker there, but playing that quite hard actually, quite some pace. And as a result, he's left a red on, which we're going to take. Again, the same as him with some pace. It's a risky one. But if it goes in like it has, it might play dividends. But goodness me, that was lucky. The black hit the reds. We wanted position on the black. But luckily, as is always the case, I always find with my breaks, if we can't get on the...
I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
If we can't get on the black, the blue's usually there. And that's a good pot. No, don't snooker yourself behind the yellow. Deary me. Well, we haven't snookered ourselves. It just means that we have to go for this tight one on the red, which isn't a great positional shot. So that's unfortunate. And we have to hit it with quite power as well to maintain position, which is unfortunate. But it's there. And if this comes back up for the blue, that'll be a cracker.
7.
And it certainly does. Not inch perfect, a few inches out, but, about as perfect as I'd want it to be. I'm not really fussed about it being absolutely inch perfect. But the blue should go. It's a pretty straight pot. But we have put ourselves half decently on another red. And that's this one. Hopefully come round the pack and back up the table. Yeah. Probably a little bit hard actually, but it'll do if it pulls up. Oh, this makes things very tricky now. Again, luckily the blue's there to save us. But it's not the easiest of pots. And positionally, well, we're going to have to try and play our best positional shot. But the problem is, if we miss it, then of course it's the same old story. We give him some position. Take a lot of time over this. I think this should just about be okay, but I'm wondering about where the cue ball's going to go. Looks good to me. It's there.
That's a bit sloppy.
Ooh, a little bit hard there. Again, a little bit softer. Could have been on this red that we're up to now, and we could still be. But I don't fancy playing that. Something about that sort of shot to me that doesn't appeal. Particularly with my shots on this game not being great. So we're just going to play... Ooh, too hard. We're just going to play a safety there. Luckily, a kiss on the yellow shouldn't be too bad. But no, that's way too hard.
18.
Should have played that sort of about 25%. We went for in the middle at 31. But then just hit it too hard. But surprisingly, he's going for a safety. That red by the pink would have gone, I believe... Well, I'm saying this out of just belief, but yeah, I thought that would have gone. Now we could have played the thin one on that, but again, I don't fancy that. So again, another safety. Not a bad start to the frame. Need to cut out the problems, and that's been evident since the start. But oh no! Oh! The only thing we wanted to avoid was hitting that red. But now there's 2 shots on he could play. Not only leaves 1 on, but gives him a choice.
1.
Wow.
This isn't easy.
But what's he on now? Black and pink out commission. Looks like a green. And he's missed it. Way too hard. He's done the us approach. And to be fair, had he run out of position as well? I think he had. Well, it's always nice when they play position, but God almighty, it's not nice when they miss and that you don't get any position. Just play it up to this red. Oh no, we can't really, can we? Can't get away with that.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
If we played it straight on this red, what would we leave? No, I don't think we'd leave anything. Possibly play it a little bit more that side, just so we don't leave the pot to the bottom pocket.
He'll be conscious of not underhitting the cue ball here.
There's no clapping going on, I'm worried, but yeah, I think we're safe. That was fine. Yeah, that's fine.
This is building up to be
Could have been a lot worse, so they're liking his safety, which to be fair, you know, does what it says on the tin. Gets back up to bulk, but, ooh, that's way too soft. It's the problem on this game, you know, I
think the intention here
you've got to hit the shots yourself. It's not like a case of, right, I want to hit it this power, and then you just click the button. But luckily, we got away with it due to that kiss. Oh, goodness me. Well, I was just on about kissy with greens, and, wow, he got very fortunate there, didn't he? God almighty. No, I don't really understand it. Yeah, there we go. The aiming angle is very weird when you're playing those sorts of shots. But is it worth going for the pot? Is there anything else on? I don't think there is. Safety, but this one might go. It doesn't. Does that one go? Oh well. No. Unfortunate. I think, honestly, it's the best policy is not safety here. Let's give it a try. Not banking on anything, but that is a cracking pot. But because we weren't banking on anything, our position's not great. We could play that one. Now, could we play this?
He's taking it on.
We don't leave ourselves anything because, of course, the black goes back to that spot. So, is it worth having a go?
No, not quite. Pretty close, though, but that won't.
I'd only be gutted if I didn't. But goodness me. Just off. Those middle pockets really reward accuracy. Like any other pocket. You hit the jaws of that pocket and you're done. Except for if, you know, you wanted to pop the cue ball. Yeah, like he seems to do there, but where's the cue ball? Again, he's hit the jaw. But is he in position here? Yeah, he is. Black will go. You know, still in the third frame of this match, and we're not really hitting our stride yet.
He'll be disappointed there.
You could say that about the old career mode, potentially, but he's missed that. That was a howler. Definitely an unforced error. I'm going to play this one into the middle, just because it leaves that red as backup. I was talking about backups earlier. It just leaves that red as a backup later. But goodness me. How close do you want to get on both those pocket pots? How close do you want to get? That is agonising. And he's missed it again. Well, talk about a get out of jail free. And providing the last one, I don't want to hit anything else into the little pocket in my life again. But this pot that's on gives a real good opportunity to break into the reds. Where's the cue ball? Oh my goodness me. Now, if we don't win the frame from here, there's a problem. Now, black goes. And it's there. No problems with that one. Pink off its spot, of course, now, because it's been whacked out of the way. No, you're not having that. Pink's gonna no, pink's gonna move. Right, hit this one nice and soft.
9.
Don't want to play with much uncertainty, just make sure we get some pots. And then when the frame's more secure, we can play something a little bit more jazzy. Jazzy, oh dear. Do you imagine John Virgil out this? Well, once he's secured the frame, he can play. God. We're okay. Need some screw back. Pots there.
15.
No problem with that. Now it's probably going to be... did we go with the blue this time? Yeah. The blue's there.
20.
Good pot. Got a choice here now. I think we might... I still don't want to pot that. I just think that for some reason there's a curse that comes with that, in my opinion. I don't know why. It's a very odd one. Can't quite explain.
21.
That's a good red. And we're fine on the blue, I think. But if not, the green's there. Yeah. Blue will definitely go. And I think we're going to have to play this red that's over the pocket in the next shot.
What a top shot that is.
Wonderful pot.
Good pot.
Outstanding effort.
26.
And we are going to play this one this time. We're very close to it, so we can play with some sort of precision, which is fine.
27.
And it's there. Not brilliantly on the black. And I'm not going to play the black either. We're going to play the blue.
Well, no surprises here with the long.
Again, there's no real worry. I think that we've got the frame not wrapped up. That'd be ridiculous to say.
Wonderful shot.
But the frame's pretty secure. So we might as well just make sure we're getting the pots. But if we get it, there's good position. And it's there. A little bit there, actually. On this black.
Down it goes.
And that effectively shut it in this.
He did, and it's there.
40.
Good stuff. Might as well go for this red. Get it out of the way. It could interrupt proceedings if we had to play on, so rather get it gone.
41.
That's a good pot. Straight on the blue. Might as well obligations carry on, but actually might as well just play the
No real problem here.
pink there, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, actually, just thought about that. Of course, you plonker. The pink's going to go there unless... now, is it going to be touching ball? Oh. Didn't think about that, did I? Really didn't think. Should have just gone for the blue. There's no problem, really, because frame's wrapped up, but he could keep us playing this. I mean, luckily the red can just be hit. But it could have been one that could have been nasty. Got to hit this with the exact pace. Not going to hit anything because it was too hard. Well,
Foul, but irrelevant this frame.
this is a problem. An unnecessary problem. Definitely
Daniel Wells.
an unforced error.
Free
Well,
ball.
he's making us play from here. Fair enough. Don't really see why.
What a tremendous pot.
Again, didn't really see why he's making us play from there. Perhaps in the way that, you know, he would... I suppose, what would he do from there? Is his art. Get this brown shifted. But once we've got the brown, not really bothered on playing on. Just want to get onto the next frame. But no, that's a good shot on the brown.
5.
And then give the yellow a good whack. And then hopefully we should move on to our winning frame.
Neil
Yeah,
Robertson.
yellow's not in. That's not a problem.
Frame conceded.
Again, we weren't going for the pot there. Just to make it clear before you all start going down in the comments, we've won this frame securely, so there was no point playing on.
Frame advantage. He'll be looking to build more pressure on his opponent in this.
So, it's us to break here
I agree.
in this fourth frame.
You get the sense that this next frame is pretty
Got
critical
2 in a
to
row,
the
of course,
outcome
so
of the match.
that's a good omen. Hopefully we can make it 3 in a row here and win the match. After a less than perfect start. But we can't get complacent, we really can't. You know, we've been 2-0 up previously and lost, and I'm sure we've been 2-1 up on one occasion and lost as well, but goodness me. Him breaking open those reds really helps. Absolutely no idea what he was going for there. Apart from that shot, I suppose. Apart from a shot where you can't get through to anything. But I'm going to keep scouting about because sometimes you miss things. It's very easy to miss pots and find, ooh, you know, this could go or this could go. I mean, there's a potential plant on there, but I don't fancy that. I mean, that's on, but that's very tight. But is it a better policy than safety here? No, it doesn't go anyway. What do we play? Bit of a safety on this. Oh, for crying out loud. I should have seen that every day of the week. Why did we hit that red? Have we got away with it? We haven't. I can see one that goes the nearest to the pink spot. And that's exactly what he's going for. That's a big mistake. But he's missed it. Well, well, Daniel Wells, you open up the reds. You open up the reds. For the opponent to use. The opponent says, no, you're okay. You can use them. And then he mucks it up like that. Well, that's gutting. I can't see what goes, though, here, mine, because of the black. This red will get past the black. That was the one I was going to go for originally, but just wanted to scout around a bit more. But goodness me, Daniel. That could be a match-losing mistake. That's a good pot. But we are not on anything. Just really went the wrong way, that did. No, it's just the black we can get here. So we could go for something ridiculous across the cushion. It's worth a go.
Impressive shot with the rest.
He doesn't look too bad, actually. Oh my goodness me, what a pot.
8.
Well, sometimes when you just go for those, they come off. And that was a cracker.
So,
You think if we'd have played a safety, we would have absolutely mucked it up, let's be honest. But oh my goodness, what a pot that is.
No.
That's an equally good pot. But oh, we've hit the reds, but we're black going. Oh, not really where we want it to be. Don't think we're going to get lucky twice with the black, but you never know. No. What do you mean careless shot? The position was rubbish. So after that little free shot highlight, Dan is back in. And it's not really the best example of snooker, neither's that. Unless he plays a double perhaps here. No, he's just going to try and play a safety. Fair play. Has he left the cue ball safe? It's always a good question when you play a safety, isn't it? He has to a degree. But he hasn't left that one safe. Middle pots have been the bane of me today. But you know what? I want to get one. Finally! We've got it. Problem is though, we're not on much here. Okay, the blue's on. But these are very tricky into the middle. Blue onto the top potentially, but the position's okay because of that. So, I think we'll play these. We've been pretty accurate with these today, so we should be okay. Good pot. Good stuff. Now, let's not be complacent. Let's actually get a break going, because that's something that, okay, we've done half decently at today, in my opinion, but we could have done better. Good pot. And amazingly, we've not managed to hit one red on the way back up. I think even the pink goes here. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Again, might as well go for that. Keep it down by all the reds. It's a tricky pot, but I reckon we've got it. And it's there. Good pot.
13.
Is there anything on here? It's just a unbelievable see a wonder, this frame. It's astonishing, really. How can we get into all these reds and they're not really... I mean, there's a pot on there. Of course there is. Let's just review what we've got. Let's just make sure there's no obvious pot that's glaring. That pot won't go into the top, will it? No. The one next to it might. Don't think it would, though. Again, it'd only go there, so... everything was ringing pot, but no. We're going to play a safety. Yeah, I'd set it at 22% for... Nah, we can't play it. That's hard.
13.
He fancies this red.
Angle's very tricky on the red up bulk. Okay, there's a few pots on. I appreciate that. Whether he'll pot it is a different story. His potting's not been that great today. And once again, he's gone for the long pot and missed by an absolute mile. Play to your strength. At the end of the day, is my opinion. And we were taking a chance, but we've seen has been lacklustre today, to say the least. Not to say ours been fantastic, but our long pot's been a damn sight better than his has, blimey.
So, this pot into the right corner. That's a top shot. Well played.
Great technique. Superb cueing.
No problems with that one.
7.
Few options here. And I think we're going to play this one into the middle, which is already highlighted, which is nice. The game on the same level of thinking as me. Or at least I think it was. Or it was just a complete show of luck, but that was a good pot. A little bit lighter, we would have been back on the pink. Are we still on the pink? No, we're not.
For the left corner here.
I haven't said this for a few episodes. Yellow's better than a smack in the face.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
10.
The hit on the brown there wasn't too bad. Again, we would have just rolled down the table. So, sometimes these kisses, if you want to call them, I mean, it was a pretty big kiss on that brown. Sometimes they can come back to be pretty beneficial. Pink's back on here.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Loose play like that.
We can't be like the blue in one of the previous episodes and not make it.
Neil Robertson.
No. No! Ain't out loud. For goodness sake.
So this pot's into the
That was
right corner.
stupid. I hate them.
He'll want to try and
We just want to hit it hard enough so we get position. But as soon as that pink came off, I thought, oh no, we've missed it. But well, Daniel Wells has just completely lost his bottle here.
That's really close.
We'd be very lucky this
Not
frame, I
quite close
think.
enough.
Because he's just missed everything.
This is a potential frame.
And we just cannot pot into that middle pocket.
1.
But because he's not doing so well, it makes a little bit more confident and a bit more confident in missing shots. But if any time was the one to impress, the time's now. But he's missed a yellow.
He's taking it on.
In this frame, just to make it clear, his highest break is 1
A shot that is.
on 3 occasions. Okay, fair enough. Our highest break probably 11 on occasions. Not much better. I don't know what I've got to gloat about, but goodness me, at least I can pop one ball after another. Now, where's the cue ball going to go if we pop this pink?
7.
Let's find out. It's fine. Pink's there. Right, this one will definitely go into the middle. If it doesn't go into the middle, I'll buy you all a drink.
8.
Thank God, me bank. Whew, I was thinking about my bank balance then. I was thinking, you know, if I miss this, I'm going to have to buy everyone a drink. It, of course, to soft drinks only. This being a channel where under 18s are available. Available? That sounds really bad. Where under 18s are welcome. Therefore... nature of that comment, but it's a snooker video. How can I possibly get to talking about that rubbish? But anyway, that shot, and I think the frame could be wrapped up here.
Great cue.
19.
Blue's there, and we've got it more than enough past the pink to get to the red. Sometimes in these games, it's not about high breaks. It's just about beating your opponent. And if your opponent doesn't make any high breaks, then you haven't got to beat him. Or you haven't got to beat high breaks, right? You've just got to beat whatever your opponent's capable of. And to be fair, he beat me in the first frame. It was very much, oh God, you know, this could really go badly. But after that, I have to say, Daniel Wells has not been at all. But we'll take this. Again, it's a card through to the next round.
Robertson,
Probably missed this red.
Frame and match.
Yeah, and we do. But that'll probably be our last shot and the last of the game altogether. Because the remaining, we're 56 ahead, and we have won the second round of the English Open against Daniel Wells and won it by 3 frames to 1. As you see, our highest break was only 47, but 231 points to us and only 99 to Daniel Wells in those 3 frames combined. Of course, the first frame, him scoring over 60 points, means that in the last 2 frames, he was really diabolical. But we'll take that, and we are through to the third round. We have broken the stupid second round duck that we've had for a few tournaments and gone out in the second round. But we are through now to the third round. Let's see who we've got next. Oh my God. I hope it's nothing to do with the game's coding that we face Yan Bing Tao all the time. So, in the next... For the third event, for the third event, we could be knocked out by Yan Bingtao. But more importantly, for the third time, we meet Yan Bingtao, and what I've just suggested is that yes, we have lost against Yan Bingtao both of the times we played him. Alright, okay. Through round 2 against Daniel Wells, we've done what we haven't done since the Paul Hunter Classic and got to round. So let's ignore the fact that Bingtao has knocked us out twice, and let's get through to the last 16. Be all tomorrow, ladies and gents. Wow. A very interesting tie to come up, and now I'm getting so excited over the round of 32, it's just ridiculous. But it should be a good match against Yan Bingtao, a very good player. You can see that by the fact that he's knocked us out twice. We need to bring our A game, but that is a game hopefully we can bring. I've been TIJ Game. Thank you very much for watching, folks. But until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.